All right, y'all, we back. Okay, let's get down to the nitty gritty. We are back. Time to roll some dough. Time to roll some dough. About to be rolling the dough in a minute. For real, for real. not just some food dough. We need to roll some real dough. What's going on? Happy Sunday, everybody. Welcome back to the live. If you guys seen the live from earlier, I am back to roll out this dough. Our broth is done. I picked the chicken. Now we just have to make the dumplings and finish off making the dumplings. Hey Claire, I see you back. You're back. Let's wait for more people to roll on in here. Marie Patterson, hello, I see you watching with your look yourself. Come on in this room. Come on, learn how to make some chicken dumplings. I did the first part already. If you want to go back, you can go back and watch the video, which is only 5 minutes, okay? Matter of fact, I needed to tag it on there. Sugar Wilson, I see you watching with your look yourself. Come on in this room, girl. Tim Bell, happy birthday, my dog. Everybody wish Tim Bell a happy birthday. I told you I went back and read the text, the messages. I told you I do. I go back and I read. Happy birthday, my brother. And may God bless you with many more. Mary Patterson, hello. Doris Womack is watching. I see you watching with your looking self. Tanya Wynn is watching. I see you watching with your looking self. What's going on, Tanya? All right, wait for y'all to roll on in here. Hey, Phoebe, I see you back. You're back. Sandy Jean is watching. I see you watching with your looking self. Come on in this room, girl. All right. Okay, so while we wait for people to come in the room, I can show you guys what happened. Hello, Dawn. Hope all is well. Hope your father's doing well, too. I'll talk to you in a minute. Claire Dane said the share button. Been gone a while now. Oh, they just hate. Look, they hating on me for a little bit. That's okay. Look, after the live, go back and share it that way, okay? After the live. I don't know what it's doing, but thank you for even considering to share it. Thank you. I appreciate it. Eleanor Simpson, say back. Okay. Gail Young, I see you watch what you're looking so. All right. Let's see. Okay, so I took the chicken out. See if I'm trying to get as close as I can, but the legs won't allow me to. The legs are in front. It won't allow me to get to as close as I can. But I'm gonna get ready to strain this, okay? So we're gonna remove this pot, and like I said, look at the broth. It's nice and that's hot. Hold on, Anthony. That is hot. What the heck I'm thinking about? That is hot. All right, you want a nice clear broth like that, okay? And it's just with the seasoning. You see that nice sheen to the top, that nice little thing you see shimmering? That's that fat. That's what you want. You want that good chicken fat. That's a natural fat. Let me get another pot real quick, y'all. Okay. It's really hot. All right, we're gonna strain it because I got peppercorns there. And also, you're straining it because you don't want the little forky bones that could have came out of your chicken while it was boiling, and you don't know where they're at, and you don't want nobody to choke because chicken dumplings gonna be so good they're gonna just slide them down the throat, and then you get a bone in there, and about dang gonna die. So we don't want that. So you want to strain this. I get a fine strainer and do it. It's okay. I just don't get no regular the one that you do the pasta with because the bones still can slide in between it. And remember, I'm taking some of this like I told you, it's gonna disintegrate. I'm just gonna pop these peppercorns out, make sure there's no bones in there. But I'm gonna take some of this the celery, onions that start to disintegrate. I'm gonna take some of that. That's flavor. So I just want to remove the peppercorns and make sure there's no bones. Make sure there's no bones in there. That's all you make sure. Take the peppercorns out if you use peppercorns, and make sure there's no bones. So I'm gonna put this to the side now. I'll sift through this, make sure there's no bones in it, because you want that little bit of flavor. Like I told you guys, my grandmother, she always added a little bit inside of her chicken dumplings, because after it finishes boiling again, it's gonna disintegrate some more. All right, this here. One more time. See, look at that. You never know, with some bones and this, that, third side of some of this meat down here. So for the most part, most of the peppercorn stayed down to the bottom of the pot. For the most part, it did. Your strainer don't have to be as fine as this one. This one I have. It could be a little bit, a little bigger. I think it's a 00 strainer. I'm not going to add all of this back to it either. Just going to add some. You just want to add some of it, not all of it. Oh, that good flavor. All right, we're going to crank this back up so it can come back to a boil. But we don't want to lose as much. We want to make sure it stay hot. So by the time we finish rolling our dough out, we'll be ready to rock and roll. So I'm going to turn it on, and I'll have to watch it to make sure I'm not losing all of my good flavor. I don't want it to boil out, because you can't add water to it, but then you got to try to re-season it, because this broth is already delicious. It's good. It's good. All right, I'm set that to the side. We'll add that in there a little bit later. Let's get to our dough. We're gonna let this come back to a boil. Like I said, make sure you watch. Make sure you watch it. I got it on high right now because it was turned down, and then they're gonna, in between the times, make sure you watch it. You don't want to lose all your flavor. Just turn it down. You can crank it back up. All right. Okay. Let's get to this dough. I left my counter the way it was. There's no point in cleaning it. You're just coming back to it. Just set the bowl to the side. There's no point cleaning the counter, because you're just doing double work. Leave it how it is. All right. Look at my chicken. Like I told y'all, them breasts ain't going in there. I did take the chicken tenders out. I took the chicken tenders out and put them in here, but I didn't put the chicken breast in there. I took the chicken tenders from behind the breast. Wash my phalanges, and then we're gonna get rock and rolling. All right. Hey, Sharon Brown. Hey, Sharon Brown is in here today. Hey, Sharon. All right, so the dough, it has doubled in size. Why did this blow up? Okay. So the dough has blowed up in size, doubled in size, right? Remove it. Look how it doubled in size. It's nice, well rested. You got good night's sleep. Took a little nap, You rested a little bit, so you don't be so cranky when we get ready to roll them out. You're gonna be nice and be pliable. And you see, now he's still sticky, but not sticking to the hand all the way. That's what you want. And of course, we're gonna dust this with a little bit of flour anyway. Of course, it's gonna stick to the bowl a little bit, but that's fine. You got a nice, good dough right here. This guy's beautiful, beautiful dough. Let me slide you guys with this hand. And get you guys over here because you won't be in my way. Trying to roll out some dough. Uh-oh, I should have stuck some flour on that first. Pat my hand with some flour, at least. It's a nice dip. That was moving around. All right, let me turn my heat down on my water. It came back to a boil very fast. I'll turn it down. All right, I'm gonna dust this with a little flour. This is a new rolling pin. I don't have to dust this. It's already slick. All right, now this my grandmother always told me. You want to roll out. I don't like this. I do not like this rolling pin. Y'all gonna see my grandmother's on. I think I showed you guys my grandmother's rolling pin. It's at my mother's house. You want to roll this as thin as possible. It's gonna take a little work. I might cut this in half so I can work with it a little better. And I'm using this to cut with because I don't have my other little pastry thing, but it's all right. You can use a pizza cutter to cut the dough with. So now you want to roll this out. I do not like this rolling pin. It's not high enough for my hands to fit up under here. That's why I don't like it. Keep working. You don't want it to stick. Just try to use minimal as possible. Because as you keep rolling, it's gonna keep you'll get to another sticky part in the dough. Now y'all see why I cleaned the counter all the way to the back because I need all this counter space. And you want to roll this dough out until it's paper thin. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm trying to roll the dough. Yeah, like I said, you're gonna just keep dusting a little bit on it, just so it doesn't stick and tear up on you. But you want this to be. I'm gonna show you when I get it there. I don't like this rolling pin. I'm gonna keep saying it. Chef, we heard you. I do not like this rolling pin. I brought it, and I don't like it because they didn't have one here. Of course, you don't pick on Shell don't cook. Well, she cooked, but she don't cook things like this. Now y'all see all that flour and stuff be on your grandmother's face or clothes or your dad or mother, whoever be baking and stuff. Or you see why, because he playing flour all day long, playing the white dirt. Playing the flour all day long. Where you get all that flour from? Playing in flour all day long. A little bit more, I can feel it. But you don't want it to be see-through, you just want it to be nice and thin. So a little bit of dough goes a long way. Like that was basically about 2.5 cups to 3 cups of flour that I used. About 1.5 cups of water. Pinch of salt. Like so that's what I mean by this meal is so cheap, inexpensive. It's very cheap. It's very mindful. It's very demure on the pockets. Very demure on the pockets. And very mindful. Oh, man. Y'all know what I'm talking about. It's cheap. So it's inexpensive. You can get a chicken, some chicken thighs and all this stuff. You get that for a couple of dollars. Bag of flour costs you a couple of dollars. If you can't get the bouillon, get some bouillon cubes, cost you $1. This is one of those meals and it's delicious. I'm gonna keep doing this. Well, not keep doing this. This is my last time doing this. So I'm getting ready to cut them. I just don't want them to stick when I get ready to put them up. Okay, now you see? Can y'all see that? See how thin that is? That's what you want. That's a nice, tender dumpling. One up. Okay. Now you get those bags. I don't want to cut this. I should do this first. When you get those bags, frozen bags, they look like this. This is what they look like in those bags. They look like this, or sometimes smaller. I think they might be a little smaller than that frozen bag. You can go as big, small, doesn't matter. If you want the real huge dumplings, you can put the big dumplings in there. I found it to be, you want to be a little bite-sized or just can fit on the spoon. And some of the edges will break away. Not completely, but they will break away. I just messed that up. And it just fell to the floor. It said, you don't want to go in the pot anyway. It said no. Yeah, if you want those real big dumplings, you can roll them a little thicker if you want to. But I want my dumplings cooked in the middle. I want them done. So I'm gonna roll it back as such. Cooked. Get you a plate. And another thing is this flour is what's helping. It's gonna help your dumplings thicken as well. This is helping you, the flour, the excess flour is what's helping your dumplings thicken. You don't want to dump a whole bunch in there, but by them being dusted, it's going to help them thicken. And you can do this ahead of time and you can freeze this. And so you can leave them this big if you want to. It's up to you. Whatever you like. Me not put no judgment on you, honey. Me not put no judgment on you, honey. All right? Do what you like to do. And I always like, when I be doing recipes and stuff, and people be sitting there having their 2 cents to put in, that of course, you never ask for 2 cents, but of course everybody's entitled to an opinion. But one thing about a recipe, or when you're cooking food, recipes are passed down, they're all different, but it's all the same method. Same method. Some methods be a little different, but it's all the same method. You get to the ultimate goal to feed your family. You start off with a broth, you get a stock, you get some dough, you drop it in. That's the method. And that's what it calls for. Now, how you do that method may change inside the recipe, but it's all the same method. even doing stuffing to dressing. Same method, just a different way of doing it. You got a broth, you got some cornbread, got some celery, some onions, and bell peppers. Same method, just different way of doing it. And so when a person has 2 cents to put into somebody else's recipe, it's invalid because that's not your recipe. It's not your pot, okay? But if you would like to try it. It should be happy. Okay. We got our broth going. I mean, am I right or am I right? I'm just speaking truth. You want to make sure it's coming to a rolling boil. And you just drop. Even if you're doing drop ones, like I said, same method. Just drop. Keep on going. Keep going. If you think it's gonna get to enough, you can stop. You can stir it lightly, not too much. So even if you're doing those biscuits, same. Same method, but right now, another thing is there's so much fat content in here, or enough fat content here that these are not going to stick anyway. The active ingredient inside of the self-rising flour, of course, baking soda and baking powder are inside of self-rising flour. That's what's making it active to make these turn a little poofy. That's why I use self-rising flour. Why you don't use all-purpose? Because then I got to use all the other stuff in it. So why don't I just cut that out? Or like my grandmother did, she cut it out and just use self-rising flour. And I'm pretty sure somewhere along there that her mother, my great-grandmother, taught her differently. But she probably changed something in there. Now, the only thing I changed in this is I used the poultry seasoning instead of using my grandma. She used like I said that and of course the better than bouillon. She just used Swanson, but it's just for me to enhance my flavor. She just used Swanson broth. That was it. But the flavor is still the same. I promise you, the flavor is still the same. I just get more bang for my buck. You know what I mean? Because I use a lot of broth. You know that Swanson is like $4 a container. Or $3, something like that. It's expensive. I get this jar right here, and you get a whole bunch of those. So, like I said, the method is all the same, just probably the way you come at it. The recipe is different, of different flavors, but the method is always the same. You know, I know a lot of people, they be concerned about their pastry turning into a pot of dough. And like I told you all, that if you work that dough enough, if you work it enough, it should not fall apart. You should still have nice pieces like this. And we're gonna let these cook. Let me add some more. And you want to let these cook for about 15, 20 minutes. Just boiling, just like, because you got to cook that dough. It needs to cook. Don't add your carnation milk or your cream if you want to. But, you know, some people say, well, I just add cream with chicken. Well, you just added milk. Did you not? I just did the different method. Like I told you, it's never going to change. I just do it. It's just a different Different recipe. Not same method, different recipe. So you did something different by putting the cream of mushroom in there. I put carnation milk. What's the difference? The reason I'm saying is I just want to teach people that before you open your mouth and put comments and stuff, just think about it. Think about it. Not everybody do it. It's just for the ones that know that you do it. You know what I'm talking about. Just think about it. Think about what you're saying. So I got all that other dough. I didn't make as much as I thought I would have. As you see, the broth did cook down, and I didn't want to add more water to it. I could have added more water to it, but I did not. The flavor was very intense and beautiful, bold flavors that I was looking for. Tastes like my grandma broth. So I did not want to water that down. Because like I said, then I had to reseason, which it doesn't take much to reseason it. But I didn't want to have to do that. So I left it as such. Okay. And let's see. And they're cooking. You're gonna let these cook. So don't even add your butter. Don't add nothing. Just make sure you're not sticking at the bottom, because they will go down there and get stuck to the bottom. They like to go down to the bottom. To make sure they stay afloat. And we're gonna let these cook. And see, they still holding. They're not turning into a pot of like somebody. I seen it happen. It's not funny though, because like, dang, you did all that hard work, and then what did it get me? A pot of just cream of chicken, basically, because that's what it turns to. It turns to a pot of cream of chicken. Like I said, you gotta work that dough a little bit. If you don't work that dough, that'll happen to you. All right, well, while we wait for this to go, I'm going to let me turn this oven on. I've been meaning to turn this dang on oven on, y'all. I got some sweet, because what I'm having with this, I'm gonna have some sweet potato, and I'm gonna have sweet potato and some green beans. That's what we're having with this. I know most people always go and say, I want some cornbread. Look, as you get older, cornbread with this type of heavy starch right here, no. White rice with this, no. But I know that's traditionally what is served with: cornbread or white rice, either or, one or the other, not both. That's you finna have diabetes like it's somebody's business, because you already got this these dumplings full of sugar, basically enough white flour full of sugar, white rice full of sugar, cornbread full of sugar. So I'm gonna escape that. I'm gonna put this with some green beans, and some and I got some another natural sweet. I got some sweet potatoes. I'm gonna have with it. Oh, thank y'all for the stars. I appreciate it. Thank you, Dawn. Thank you. Who else said? Who else said stars? June Knight. And it's all done. Thank you, Dawn. and June night. Thank you for the stars. I see you completed the star party. This is her favorite meal. This and TT. This this their favorite meal. They want me there. If they want me to, I have to cook chicken and dumplings all the time. Every day. All right, I'm gonna add some garlic to this. I didn't add no butter to it. I just added a little bit of chicken base to it. Add some garlic and some pepper. Nope, wrong one. It's got peppercorns. I guess I did white pepper then. White pepper. And add some butter. Add some butter and I'll turn this off because it should be done. I'm gonna turn this off. I don't want this. My garlic to finish cooking. Green beans, they done. I don't want them to cook no more. Put that lid back on them. Okay, let's get back to our dumplings. And as you see, they starting to just make sure you go to the bottom because they like hanging out down there. Look at them, they nice and, woo, look at them dumplings. Look at them. Look at them dumplings. Look at them. The onions and celery, I'm add some back in there. Not all of them, but some. The coloring. It's like called beige or called amarillo. Amarillo means yellow in Spanish. That's all I got. Hopefully it's enough. If I don't have enough, I'm gonna use some turmeric. Cause I don't like them to look pale. You can use a little turmeric if you can't find that. Amarillo or the beige. Bajol or Bajol, 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 food coloring, natural food coloring. I think it's yellow enough for me. By the time I add the milk and everything to it. Come on. Who you fussing with? All right, add some butter in here. Yeah. He's talking some business, something. I don't know. That's why maybe do a U-turn, cuz. Do a U-turn. Nobody hear your business. Put some butter in here. Add your butter. All right, carnation milk. And I do a whole can. You want to make sure it's not sticking at that bottom. See how you can tell it's sticking a little bit. See on the spoon, just take a flat one, just move it back and forth gently. And all that good chicken. So, another thing, chicken dumplings don't thicken. You gotta let it set. Let it set for a little minute, and then it'll thicken up. It don't thicken right away. Because you'll find yourself a little bit later on, if you get them too thick, you'll find yourself a little later on trying to add liquid back to them to get them softened. I'll say to get it, to be able to move around, because they'll be too thick. You won't be able to move. You'll be just tearing up your dumplings. I need some black pepper. That's what I need. Need some straight black pepper right now. Straight like that. My grandmother, she used a lot of black pepper. She put a lot of black pepper in there. She put a lot of black pepper in hers. I don't know what it is about the chicken and dumplings and the black pepper. Could y'all, enlighten me? But I know that that peppery taste inside of it helps that flavor. See, but I like mine like this. I don't have to wait for mine to get thick. I don't like mine thick. I like mine more like the soup. My grandmother always fixed my bowl first. Because I'm spoiled. That's why. But she always fixed my bowl first because she know I didn't like it. It's the only way I would eat chicken and dumplings. I eat it like a soup. I didn't eat it when it congealed up or got a little thick. I don't like it like that. I'm the one that's going to add some more liquid to it to get it back like this. That's me. That's my preference. But I do know that people like them real thick. And if this will set and get thick for those that like it that way. But for me, I don't like it that way. That's my preference. Look at those dumplings in that thing. Ooh, yes, Lord. Chicken and dumplings. All right, set that beat. Let me taste this. The thing is, somebody said something. The broth on chicken and dumplings gets so rich. It gets so rich, so intensified. Like, if you notice, y'all didn't see me add no more salt. You gotta taste it first. Do not add that salt to you taste it, because you will ruin your dish. It's very rich. Very, very, very rich. If you, like I said, if you just add that salt in that state of while it's just broth, it's gonna be salty. I'm telling you, it's gonna be salty. Oh man. Oh. Oh. Oh Lord Jesus. That don't need nothing. It don't need nothing. It don't need no salt. It don't need anything else. That's why you try to get your broth perfect while you're making your broth. And yeah. 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 And you get it right. Yeah. Like I said, I like mine like I'm gonna let this cook though. I got it on super low. I'm gonna take mine out. Like I said, I like mine like this. Everybody else, if you like them a little thicker, you go ahead and let them cook. I'm gonna take mine out. I like mine like a soup. I like this part, that right there. That's what I like. You have all the dumplings you want to. If what you call it? Matter of fact, Dawn to tell y'all, like, this is not my favorite meal. This is not my favorite meal. I will eat this, but it's not my favorite meal. And I cook it well. I do. I cook very well. Make you want to slap somebody about 4 or 5 times. Not my favorite meal, but I can cook it because something my grandmother taught me. So I enjoy making it because my grandmother taught me how to make it, so I enjoy making it. But it's not my favorite meal. Turn it down twice. And just gonna let that cook. Just let it stay on low. I know one thing, it sure will make you hot. Well, thank you. Because you know firsthand what it tastes like. Like I said, I like mine like a soup. That's me. But I'll show you guys the dumplings. And that's the dumpling. I'm not going to put this in my mouth. I'm not going to go, ooh, but I'm going to show y'all. Because this chicken and dumplings like a bowl of lava. You got this one. Now, y'all know I like my food hot, but this one I respect. The power of love. I learned to respect the power of love. I'm not going to burn my mouth, but that's the dumpling. Or they call them rollouts, call them pasties. I know them as chicken and dumplings. My grandmother's recipe. This is what I know. That's all I know. I don't know. I've seen other people making with the biscuits and everything and stuff like that. But this is the only way I know how to make chicken and dumplings. I hope you guys enjoyed the lesson. Live, that is, because you guys got the video. Don't be laughing because, you know, you got to respect them dang on dumplings. They hot. They hot. They hot. All right, so let me clean up. What time is it? Oh, it's 5:20. Yeah, I got an hour. This is gonna cool off for about 20 minutes. I'm gonna clean the kitchen up stuff and get ready to go on to work for tonight. All right. Love you all. I will see, because that's not enough for nobody. I'll see you guys tomorrow. I'll be cooking something different. All right. Thank you guys for the stars. Thank you guys for the likes. Thank you guys for the shares. Thank you guys for coming on. And happy Sunday again. Good to be back. I think I missed live. Of course, not think I miss my lives. I do. Of course, my videos go out there and everything as well too, but I do miss my lives. Ronnie keeps them coming back. Said they look delicious from Chicago. All right, that's what's up. Thank you. I appreciate it, Carolyn. All right, you guys. I will see you guys later. I got a lot of cleaning up to do. You guys already know it's a whole mess over there. I got all that to clean up. All right. See you guys later. Love y'all. Peace. Y'all have a blessed Sunday.